Birdland. It's happened. It's finally happened. Holliday to the big show. What is he going to bring, right? We know the production that he's going to bring. But let me give you a different look at what he's going to bring the Orioles outside of what you probably think. The Orioles don't have a true leadoff hitter. Gunnar's not it. You don't want Gunnar Henderson as your leadoff hitter anyway. Gunnar Henderson is an MVP type player. MVPs don't lead off. Can they? Sure. Do you want them? No. We don't have a bottom of the lineup that consistently gets on base for Gunnar to drive in 120 runs in a leadoff spot. We have a lineup it's going to get him 80 RBIs, right? Do you think Gunnar going against, the likes of Judge and Cory Seager and other, American League great players could win an MVP, even if he is the best player in the AL, God forbid, with 80 RBIs? No. He needs to move down. Holliday brings an element now that the Orioles have been missing since Mullins' 30-30 season, right? Mullins hasn't been a great leadoff hitter, right? So they had to try Adley. Adley struggled. They tried Gunnar, right? We pieced it together last year, and it worked. Now you get a true leadoff hitter, somebody who's going to work the count, somebody who's still going to drive the ball, get base hits, steal bases. You're getting that guy that allows Gunnar now to move into the 3-hole. It's going to completely change Gunnar's approach at the plate. It's going to completely change how they pitch Gunnar. I'm not going to go out and say that they were pitching around Gunnar right now, but they attacked him differently because Adley wasn't that power threat, right? So there was no one behind Gunnar that was a power threat. Santander, yeah, but you could get your out at Adley. You're going to take your chances. Now with Gunnar moving down into the 3-hole, I would think, now you're going to have Holliday and Adley on base potentially in front of him. You're going to start getting that 100, 150 RBIs out of this guy. That's what we want, And it gives protection. He's having Santander behind him. It's a little bit more protection. Now Santander's protected by Mountcastle. Excuse me. So you're getting a little bit more protection around. They're still going to pitch at Jackson the same way as they were Gunnar because Adley's there. Adley's not the home run threat, right? We've established that. But he's a good on-base guy, and he drives the ball to the gaps. So if Jackson finds a way on via the walk or base hit, right now you got a guy in scoring position with Gunnar Henderson at the plate, right? And that's kind of what that spark that this team was missing, definitely towards the end of last year, and then definitely this year. They had limited offensive production from the top end of the lineup. And that's because they were coming right after you because there was no real protection there. Are you afraid of Ryan O'Hearn if you pitched around Santander? No. Is he going to get a base hit? Sure. Who cares? He wasn't taking you deep very often. But now if you have Ryan O'Hearn or Mountcastle hitting in the 6-hole, with the potential to take you deep, now you got to pitch it a little bit different. They're not a 4 and 5 hole hitter anymore. Because now Jackson, like I said, he brings a completely different element that this lineup has been missing. I'm not going to go and say that he was caught up in this weird time because of it. I'm sure there was a lot of deciding factors. Kemp's been playing terrible. Urias has been playing terrible. The offense needs a jolt. I'm pretty sure, obviously, it all came in together. I just thought this timing of him coming up is odd. Very odd. With a home game on a Friday night coming up, you would think that, obviously the fans are going to pour in to see him anyway, but you would think that would have been the day to call him up. But I do agree getting him up against Boston. I do like that. I just really think having a good, dedicated leadoff man is something that this offense was horribly missing. So I'm excited. I know you guys are too. The offense needed a spark. Gunnar needed a spark. The whole damn team needed a spark, right? If we're going to get kind of this defensive play that we've been getting, you might as well bring the kid up and they listen. I hope they're not done. That's my biggest gripe. I hope they're not done. I would love to see Heston here. Heston's 25 years old. I'd love to see Stowers here. Stowers is 26 years old. These are guys that are hitting. So we know what we have out of the players that we currently have. Is it easy to turn over a 100-win team and just hope to find out what you have? No, that's not easy at all. But we, the fans, want to see it. We want to see what we got. We all know that we're a good baseball team. We're a very good baseball team. We're not a great baseball team. We know that. The fan base knows that we are not a great baseball team. These guys play very well together. And I think that's why everybody's ready for change, is because we just know that we're only a good baseball team with the current roster, where we could be great with a different roster. Jackson is going to bring the first step to that element. He's going to just provide a spark, enthusiasm, fan engagement. I'm sure the players are excited. They all thought he was ready to go. So this is a big deal for everybody. This is an absolute big deal for everybody. I'm just as excited as you guys are. Leave me the comments down in the section below. Let me know how your thoughts on it all. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Let's all pack the yard for Friday night. Jackson's debut. Let's go O's.